Hello everyone, so today I want to talk a little bit about um, networking bonds on the Xen Center, on the Xen server. So, in a productive your environment, you will always have more than one network card in your server, and you for sure will use more than one network port in your configuration as a backup. So I've also configured my my hosts to have two network cards, and the bond creation we will do on the pool itself. So at this moment there is no bond, just the network cards. First thing that we have to do is to go to add a network. I will do the first one, so the first bond through the Xen Center, and we will see the rest. So we are searching for bonded, selecting bonded network. We can here select which NICs we want to bind in this bond. And I'm normally going with active passive. So one port is active and the other one is passive. This means the traffic goes only through this through one of the to one of the net of the ports. So you just go with finish, create bond. It takes a little bit because it's create the bonds. It creates the bond on all the so it creates the bond on all the members in your pool. Um, let's rename this. Let's say, or at least let's add a description. This is management. I'm adding a description because, as you know, in a productive environment, the network cards and the switches allow VLAN communication. So this means that you can have multiple VLANs on the same through the same network port. So you don't need a separate port for every VLAN. And in a productive environment, you will more than sure have more than one VLAN. So you will have 2 or 3 VLANs for the users where the machines will be created, or maybe for your storage you have a separate VLAN. And how do we create multiple networks? But we need to use the same bond because we only have the two network cards. If we try to create them through the Xen Center, we will see that once a bond is created, it does not allow you to create a new one. But this is only if you try to do it through the Xen Center. So we will do it through the CLI. It's very easy. It can be completely done through the CLI, but I will only do one step. I will create a network and the rest I will create through Xen Center. So this is root password. Okay. So there is a nice article that you can follow. It's called Create VLANs on the Xen Server page. And to create a new network, you just need to type XE network, create name label, and how your network will be named. I will call it blue network. Okay, and I need another one. Let's say red network, and another one orange. Orange network. Orange network. Okay, so I've created uh, three new networks with the UIDs generated by the command. You can also continue in the CLI, but it's faster if I show you through the Xen Center. So you can see the three new networks. So this is my management bond, so the one that was initially created. And now let's just add the same bond, but we need to have a different VLAN ID. So I will just go with 100. If you don't know, VLAN IDs can be created between 1 and 4096. So in your environment, maybe you will have other numbers, but I'm just showing you as an example. Okay, so the blue network, let's give it a description. Users 01. Okay, let's give the other one the same bond, a different VLAN 212. Doesn't matter for me. Let's rename it. User, not rename. Let's add a description. Users 02. And the last one, let's go with properties, and let's say storage 01. Okay, and let's create the same bond and create the VLAN, I don't know, 300. So the storage network can be used, of course, if you have a VLAN that only through that VLAN you can reach an NFS storage. So like this one, I can reach this one because I don't have VLANs. They are just I have an VMware Workstation Pro, so I cannot configure VLANs. But if you have an NFS that is in a specific VLAN, then you need to create this type of bond, and then for the storage, and then configure an additional here, an additional network. You can say here storage, and you select your red network. I believe that was the storage, yeah. So this is how your hypervisor will be able to connect to the storage. But you have to configure this on each host from what I can remember. Okay, it's still configuring. Yeah, but I believe you have to configure that for each host. So let's go back to the bonding creation. So you now created 3 additional networks, but each one has a different VLAN ID, but you are using the same bond. So you're using the same 2 network cards that you used, for example, for the initial bond creation. So let's see, did it create? No. So the part with the storage you need to configure on each host individually. So in this way you can configure your Xen servers to be able to communicate through through VLANs, and you can configure, for example, VMs that, let's see, we have a VM here. Let's see, networking. So we can add a second network, blue. Okay. Oh, I just replaced it. Yeah, no problem. So let's say, for example, this network, the blue network, is meant for the users. And for example, if we have here PVS, your PVS servers are in a different network. Let's say, what did I select? Blue. Let's say orange is PVS. So by PVS servers, I mean the servers where your VMs will get the image from. And for your VMs to be able to boot, they will need a network card also in that um, bond. So let's connect the orange. Okay. So now we have a network card in the user network and VLAN, and one in the PVS environment, where through this MAC address the VM will be able to access the disks that it needs to load when starting up. Okay, I believe this is enough for this video. I will create another video to show you how we can verify if, for example, something happens to your network configuration. If, for example, one of the cards, if your network cards is misconfigured, not on the Xen server, but in the switch, so the networking part, we can determine that through various actions, and I will create another video to cover that. Thank you for watching.